I've never asked you this, so I'm going to ask you. How'd you get involved with Curb Your Enthusiasm and Larry David and those episodes? Which, by the way, you are brilliant in. Those are some funny episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know how to do it any other way.
Oh, no. You only know one speed. I like it. I like it.
You know what I mean? I'm like you. I just win.
I just like complimenting you.
I just win.
Look at my hair.
No, I do appreciate that.
How'd you get involved?
It was so fun to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's one of those jobs where I'd pay to be there. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. The spirit of what I'm saying.
In theory,
yes.
I had Jeff Schaefer, who produces that show,
yes.
Runs that show there with Mr. David. I had worked. I think this is how I got on there.
Yeah.
But I had worked with. He had a show called. It's a sports show.
The League.
There you go.
Yes.
And I did an episode of The League.
Okay.
And so that was the beginning of that relationship. And I think that's what might have something to do with it. I don't know.
So you never met Larry David before getting on the set with him?
No, never.
What was that like?
Oh, what a joy. I had not, usually with most people that I am obsessed with, and because that's a show, I'm not a big TV show guy. I actually don't like a lot of TV, but I will watch Curb till they quit.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know he was such a generous laugher. I didn't know he just laughs, and it was a ball. And I'm guilty of that too.
Okay.
I'll crack up in the middle. I'm pretty easy to crack up on a set.
Right.
So just laughing with him, and the way they shoot that is so fun. And they're getting away with murder.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
So did you ad-lib many of your lines? Or?
I mean, basically, I don't want to go too in the weeds, but they don't have a script per se. They just have an outline.
Right.
So for my episode, for example, they would have a scene where it just says, Larry's going to come to your room. He needs a toothbrush. You have an extra toothbrush, but you won't give it to him. Right? Because that's your toothbrush. And he's having so you arrive on set and they kind of just huddle up and we read that. That's the scene. And then they say, okay, let's go. And the first take might be 15 minutes. And maybe a minute of it's usable, and you just kind of begin to shape it.
Yes.
And the one piece of advice I had gotten, or I tend to listen to, is don't try to be funny, and when in doubt, just repeat what the other person says.
Mm-hmm.
So cut to seconds after that, here he knocks on the door, cameras are rolling, and he's like, I need you got an extra toothbrush? And I said, yeah, I got one. He's like, oh, great, I need it. And I was like, oh, you can't have it, And then he's like, what are you talking about? And you're just going, and then it slowly is like, okay, next take, here's what we liked. That's funny. Let's do more of that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it starts becoming a toothbrush emergency. And then I'm talking about, but that's your toothbrush emergency. That's not my toothbrush emergency. And all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, this is the show. We've just sort of stumbled in. This is the show. And I said to him, how do you get one of these? I mean, I've been memorizing lines my whole life.
What do you say to
I mean,
him?
what an idiot.
Seinfeld? Is that what he said? Just do Seinfeld?
Yeah, I just
pretty much.
said, yeah. So, listen, my character's not dead. If they're listening, I had a ball on there.
That was
fun.
That was a funny episode with the Toblerone and the weights and
the
whatever.
whole thing was amazing. I started to slouch, but I didn't want Chris to have to come over and adjust my camera.
Understood. Look at you.
Can you just get over here? Can you?
Oh my!
Can you just
gosh.
hustle over here?
All right. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.